Hey, I'm Ben,
And I'm Tabitha. We have been traveling together for over 2 years now.
and have recently started our greatest adventure yet. We bought a 1978 VW T2 Westfalia campervan.
Our goal isn't simply to take it to all the Instagram-worthy spots, but to find the magical hidden corners of the world.
We hope you'll come along with us for this great adventure. Hey guys, welcome to our third episode of learning to get used to camping in, or just traveling in this 1978 Westfalia VW. I'm going to title this episode of, for those of you that know the Italian job, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Dun, dun, dun. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off?
Have you not seen that? Give me a phone.
No, I have. The new one? As in 2001?
As in the original?
As in the only one, right? Or is there two?
You haven't seen the original Italian job?
Well, I don't know. When was it made?
In the 1970s?
Then no.
It's Michael Caine. It's a classic. It's like proper old school minis.
Let's watch it. We're watching it for context.
One, go. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Crappy
I love that
remake.
man.
That man, Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Sir Michael Caine.
I love Sir Michael Caine. Okay, everyone. So we are going to go on another adventure with our van. It is getting freezing here, and we need to do one last little trip. And it probably won't be our last trip, but before it gets really cold, we had to go on a little trip. So we're just going one night. It's only about like an hour and a half away, which is really great. We're gonna load her up. I also need to pack some stuff for breakfast because we have dinner planned for, there's like a little restaurant right next door. But for breakfast, we'll have to figure out something on our own. Even though we don't really eat breakfast, some coffee would be real nice. Let's just get started. I would pop the top, but I actually haven't been able to figure out how to do it because I'm worried that I'm going to break something. But I just got a couple essentials. In here we have some Celsius, these little packets for energy. Ben really likes those. We just have some paper plates. We got our stove top. And then we have our propane, our cups, little pan down there. In this drawer up here, we have a knife and some wipes, screwdrivers, WD-40, which is essential with an old car. And up here we got like cards, a wine bottle opener, super glue. Basically, it's probably gonna be absolutely freezing, so I'm packing extra just in case. Good morning. It's the morning we are headed out. Well, I'm headed to work. Ben's already at work. And then we meet in the middle and we drive up on our little road trip for our camping night. I'm trying to get everything ready before I go to work. Since I am at work and then I meet up with Ben, I have to pack all of my stuff for work as well as the trip. And then on top of that, I go straight to work when we get back into town tomorrow. So I have to pack my outfit for that as well. So this is the mess currently. I accidentally overslept. Stayed up way too late. All of that has to go in the van. That goes in the van. I gotta put those on. Little underprepared, I'd say, which I don't like. I like being prepared and ahead of the game, but just when it's cold, I could have run all this stuff out so much earlier, but it's so cold that I'm like, no, it's nice and warm in here. So anyways, wish me luck. So our heater worked great, kept us warm all night, but now
Okay, so
the door came off.
what we need to do is take these out again. So we tip the top, get it out, take the bottom out.
So I'm in here helping guide and stay dry.
So let's wheel it back to that mark, and then you lift your end up into that.
It'll keep coming back. I don't know.
Right, but that mark I put in. So you wanted to own a VW van, huh? It'll be fun. Go camping, retro. Cool, you know. There's all these other warm, functioning RVs. Who wants that? Who really wants that?
What are we doing now?
We're tying our door as shut as it can go, and then we're going to drive back at a gingerly pace back to Boise, and then hopefully a friend can help us with some tools and getting this sorted. But freezing rain isn't my favourite thing to be out in.
There goes your weekend.
Yep.
This is the current thing. I'm gonna sit here and keep an eye on the door. And warm in here. We're driving home now. I'm sat here keeping an eye on the door, making sure it stays on. Lord, help the door stay on. Ben's driving.
I'm dreaming of not a white Christmas.
You haven't seen the movie, you can't make the reference.
Let's not start on that. The Sound of Music. No, I'm definitely ready for a cozy night.
Yep. Watch a movie.
Yeah.
Have a nice.
Glass of red wine.
Oh yeah, we can open one of those fancy bottles that we got for our wedding. Ben's soaking wet. What movie are we gonna watch?
Not Harry Potter.
Oh come on!
Not Harry
It's
Potter.
the perfect cozy movie.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
We saw it like 6 months ago.
No, we didn't. We'll see.
Yeah.
See who wins that argument.
We got no food. We got no jobs. Our car's sliding. Door is falling off. Yeah, I had a total meltdown. Freezing rain
It was so cold.
and not knowing whether we could put this thing back on was pretty intense.
It was. Another part that I didn't film, our heater, which you would have seen, I seared half of my hair off with it.
Open flames. We spoke
Open
about it
flames.
before.
You heard it here first. Don't lean over an open flame with your hair down.
Just don't lean over.
I was
open
trying to
flames.
hold the door on. I was trying to clean up stuff that wouldn't catch on fire. My hair was down. I'm leaning over and just something burning. Basically, we woke up. I had to be at work within a couple hours, which we had planned for.
Right.
And so we get up, we're both cold, we need coffee, we hadn't eaten, it was cold, and Ben literally just leaves to go to the restroom, and it just...
Yeah, it was. We found out there's a technique to these doors, and the runners are old. There's a couple of dings all around this thing.
The thing's old.
But the runner is temperamental and 45 years old, and it came off the runner. it was an exercise in learning that we should have a comprehensive toolkit, because I spent all day trying to fix it with a couple of different people, and then our friend came who's mechanically minded, which I'm not.
With classic cars.
And fixed it within about 3 minutes.
Yeah. I ended up going into work 2 hours late, and I keep checking my phone because I know Ben's like trying to get the door back on, and a couple hours later I go back to my phone and there's this whole thread of like, I don't know how long as this is gonna take me. This is the worst. Like, I'm just, like,
Yeah.
and then Chance fixed it within 3 minutes. So I was like, oh yay, it was fixed.
Yeah, he did good.
So what did Chance do or show you to fix it?
So with these, the rear slider comes off first, and there's bottom slider on top that just is a runner, effectively. This rear slider, you have to have the whole door off to put back in first. And Chance just undid the slider itself, took it off, put it back in, and then bolted it back on.
Yeah, like easy peasy.
Yeah, I feel pretty dumb for not working that out.
It's okay. You didn't have the right tools though, really. Like when we were camping, we didn't have any tools with us.
Nope.
So even if you would have known how to do it, like, you couldn't have done it. So we strapped a bunch of ropes.
We're going to say that.
Trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. But now we have 2 manuals as well. Tell them about your manuals that you got.
There's 2. There's the classic Haynes manual for those of you that know older cars. Haynes make a manual for every kind of vehicle.
Who'd have known?
And then there's a 1970s one that I'm still trying to work out who sent to us,
Yeah.
or I ordered it whilst not knowing.
I don't know how that would have happened though.
I couldn't find it.
Right, you couldn't find it, and you told me you were stopped in a parking lot, a gas station. Some random guy came up to Ben and was like, "Oh my gosh, you know."
Yeah,
just
we were talking
chatting
for
with
like
him.
15 minutes. He's
And then-
got multiple, and he said about this book, and then suddenly it turns up from Amazon.
Literally out of nowhere. We have no idea where it came from. Thanks, Jesus.
But
Little angels.
we'll work that out. There's someone somewhere that knows something about that book, and I'll find you. But it's even more comprehensive. It's an idiot's guide. It's got the word idiot on it.
So now we have manuals. So now we'll know how to do everything. Everything. And the books look really cool too. So if you're planning on getting a VW, they have manuals. Well, thank you for coming along on this crazy adventure with us. This is story number 3. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. We post every single Sunday. And come along with us on this fun adventure of ours.
Read shit show.
We plan to take this to Europe next year, so we have a lot we have to learn and a lot we have to do to be able to get there. So if you'd like to follow along on the journey, don't forget to subscribe, like this video because it helps us out immensely showing other people our videos. Comment down below so we can chat with you about all things VWs, travel, adventure.
And when we say chat with you, we're asking for advice. We're kind of freaking out.
A little bit. Not freaking out. Cheers. See you next Sunday.